It has started. Yeah, Arm Productions. That's me. I'm Nana4673, and this is Nameless, part 31. One of the worst intros ever. Nana, why? We're just gonna go on. Yeah. Okay. I'm just looking forward. I'm just looking forward to the ending for some reason. Not that it's totally not that I'm bored or anything. I just look forward to the ending. I look forward to the ending because when it's nearing the ending, it gets so exciting and stuff, and I like that. No, it's fine. Give those to me. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know if I've done things right. I might lose. Dun dun dun. Thank you so much. He brightened up in an instant. Sion handed me the tea leaves and ran off. Oh, Tay will love it. What? Sion yelled from afar. Although I asked back, Sion just smiled and waved. Before I knew it, he was already gone. Tay will love it? Must have been expecting the tea leaves. I didn't want to start fooling myself again, so I just came up with a reasonable explanation. Yes, Tay loves tea leaves so much, that must be why. Excuse me, I'm going to continue now. I was kinda spaced out there. Anyways, a hot boy who doesn't miss a sale. It kinda suits him, but kind of doesn't. Before I knew it, I was in front of Banjo. I hurried my way since Sion asked me himself. I took a deep breath and carried the things into the cafe. Hello? I hesitated and entered the cafe. Welcome. Ah, you're... Oh, hello, Mr. Hobin. I opened the door and said hi to Mr. Hobin, the manager, who greeted me. Are you here for drinks? No, I was asked to hand these over to you. I hurriedly handed the bottle of tea leaves and the cat food. He had a big question mark on his face. I met Sion earlier. He told me to give these to Tay. What's Sion doing? He said there was some sort of sale that he had to go to. Ah, that boy, being the mom again. I told him not to since it's bad for his image. Besides, asking a customer to do his job for him. Mr. Hubin muttered to himself. Then he saw me just standing at the entrance and hurriedly gestured to me to come in. Oh no, I'm very sorry. I can't believe he made you do his work. It's nothing. I told him I'd do it. No, but still, he can't just do that. I was smiling awkwardly when I heard the door open behind me. I turned around and saw a familiar person in the uniform. I'm back. Tay was coming in, but abruptly stopped since I was blocking his way. I quickly turned around and let him come in. But Tay was so surprised seeing me, he just froze. What are you doing here? Just in time. Tay, she's your friend, right? You take her to the table over there. Sion was completely rude to her. Sion? Yes, I sent him to run an errand, but he left all his things to this lady here and went shopping. That naughty cat. I see. He is trouble, that boy. Anyway, make her a good cup of tea as an apology. Fine. It's really nothing. I was on my way home anyways. Don't be like that and just have a cup. I'd feel bad too if you don't. Mr. Hubin winked at me. I was realizing yet again he was just as handsome as the waiters here. I like this guy. He's so, nice. Then thank you, Tay. Yes, Mr. Hubin. Mr. Hubin waved at me and disappeared into the kitchen. The manager left, but Tay didn't move at all, just hesitating on the spot when Tay looked troubled and said, sorry, but I don't think it's a good idea for you to be here right now. Huh? Would you hurry and leave? Don't make too much noise on your way back. For a moment I thought Tay was joking, but his face was so serious I was just flustered and froze. Now hurry. Tay pushed me back and forced me out of the entrance. It was then. Huh? I heard a small but familiar voice. I instinctively turned around to see who the voice belonged to. Oh God! At that moment I ended up catching her eyes. She widened her eyes. What are you doing here? I remembered then that Zoe said she'd go to Banjo today. I couldn't see my own face, but I knew for sure I looked troubled. Her face wasn't bright either. When I asked you to come with me, she looked dismayed. I think she's misunderstanding something. I'd rather have her interrogate me like she did this morning. Since Tay was right in front of me, so I couldn't say anything. I heard Tay sigh in the meanwhile. Then I'll bring you tea. Mr. Hubin asked you to. Could you sit with your friend? Oh. Just a moment ago, he told me to leave. Yeah, Tay, you're being really not nice. Sheesh. Oh, Tay gestured to Sora so only I could see. Did he tell me to leave because he knew Sora was here? No, he didn't. Tay pushed me slightly to Soy's direction and I just went. When I turned back, Tay was already in the kitchen. I walked hesitantly, feeling guilty for some reason I sat beside Soy. She glared at me. You lied to me, right? No, I was asked for a favor, so I had to come. So Soy's eyes were full of distrust. Favor? Yeah, I was asked to hand some tea leaves to Tay. I'm telling you the truth. Alright, fine. Soy did not, but she still looked troubled. Since we're talking about it, I have to ask. She came closer until she was right beside me. I got my ears ready and waited for her question. What's your real relationship with Tay? I felt my heart sink for a moment. Did she notice something? What are you talking about? When I look at you two, you and Tay, you guys feel strange. Just now you were whispering to yourselves. What did you two talk about? Soy's sharp eyes sparkled. She must be suspicious when Tay tried to force me out. We didn't say much. If I don't say something, she might end up noticing that I live with Tay. I fought hard to escape the situation somehow, and just in time I thought up a question I've been wondering about from before. So you like Tay, right? Of course. Is that because of his looks? Soy took a moment at my question. Well, I've always cried out for hot guys, but it's not a surprise you think that. But it's different this time. I'm more serious. If you ask me what I like about him other than his looks, I can just say everything. I've never felt this way before. Her sparkling eyes were enraptured. I feel like I've been hit in the stomach to hear her confession about her love for Tay. I felt frustrated and uncomfortable. Oh, right. Since we are talking about this, I have something to tell you. Something to tell me? I found out on my way to Banjul. From now on, I will officially start appealing to Tay. So I was thinking, could you help me? She looked at me with the same eyes when she thought of Tay. Normally, I would have considered those cute eyes, but right now I just felt uncomfortable. I was a bit flustered and stuttered. Me? Yeah, you're close with him. If you help me, Tay will definitely consider me different from the other girls. I thought that if you back me up, things might really work out with him. So help me, please? I don't know that. I don't freaking know that. Jeez. Okay, this is only thoughts, but we should not support her. Wouldn't it more be like, wouldn't that depend on how Tay feels? I think that's it. But I think it really depends all on Tay and not me, I told her carefully. Even if I help you, in the end it's Tay's choice. For some reason I couldn't just say I'd help her. I felt like I was making pathetic excuses and circling around, but Soy caught my words and said firmly, I don't think that. A person's mind is fickle and can change with a little bit of pushing. No, Soy. Feelings can't change like that. If he doesn't like you, he doesn't like you. It's just... He may come to like you if you talk personally with him for a long time. That's right, but you have to do that yourself. And Tay is not the person you should go for. He's way too different than you think he is. Of course, I'm not saying Tay has no principles, but he'll at least be a bit interested if someone close to him pushes him. So I was hoping you could be kind and be a bridge between me and him. No, I'm not even that close with Tay. Hey, no other girl is closer to Tay than you are in our academy. Anyways, friend, please help me make this work. Sora was being more insistent than usual. I don't think she'll listen to anything I say. The way she put her thumbs up at me, she looked happy as if she got everything she wanted. I looked at her triumphant face. I'm so glad you're my competitor. She laughed. Sora laughed, looking relieved. But I felt the exact opposite. I felt bad for thinking this way. What's so funny? I was having upsetting thoughts when Tay came over and talked to us. While I was coming back to my senses, Tay laid the tea on our table. Sora didn't miss the chance and answered right away. We were just talking to ourselves. Well, this lemon tea is so pretty. Sora beamed and took a sip. Here's your milk tea. Thank you. I raised the cup and took a sip. The milk tea had a particular scent. It tasted different too. Is this vanilla? I raised my head and looked at Tay. He was looking at me too. I mixed vanilla and something. As we caught eyes, he gave me a smile sweet as the vanilla in my tea. Oh, did he put his special touch because Mr. Hobin asked him to? Whatever the reason, it felt good to be treated specially. And all, I felt a bit proud since Soy was here too. Then I'll get going. Call me if you need anything. Thanks, Tay. Soy stared at Tay as he walked towards the counter. Before I knew it, I was watching Soy and Tay too. When Tay disappeared from our sight, Soy abruptly turned around and asked, "Your milk teas are on the menu, right?" "I don't know." "There's plain milk tea on the menu, but Tay made this one specially for me," I told in my head. "Probably not." So I squinted at me. I ignored those eyes and covered my face with the teacup. The sweet vanilla scent tickled my nose. "Then, Tay, we'll get going." "Okay, thanks for coming today." "It's nothing. We'll come more often." Mr. Hobin will be very glad to hear that. Soy and I chatted for an hour and left the cafe. "Then see you later." "Yeah, see you soon." I was actually saying see you at home, and I think he understood. I felt like I heard him say the same to me. I felt butterflies in my stomach at our secret message. We said our last goodbyes and walked down the stairs. "Didn't Tay seem nicer today?" So I said happily as we left Banjul. "Really, I think it's the same as usual." No, it was definitely different. How should I put it? Before he treated me like the rest of the kids, but now he seems to care a bit more. Or maybe not. But I don't think he's just being nice. I'm so excited. Heart spluttered out of her eyes. She won't listen to me even if I tell her she's wrong, so I just smiled awkwardly by her side. It was then. "Hey, you guys, wait!" I heard someone come down the stairs and call us. I turned around and saw a couple of girls I'd never seen before. "I watched the two of you in the cafe. Weren't you two clinging on to Tay too much?" "What? You guys were hugging him the whole time. Is Tay yours, huh?" "She's right. You should both feel ashamed." Oh no. The girls who were being hostile were unfamiliar uniforms. They weren't from our academy. They probably saw Tay at the cafe and grew to like him. They might misunderstand more. I hurriedly explained. I can't talk. There's nothing more to say. I'm warning you, guys. Don't ever come to Banjul. Tay suffers because of girls like you. Do you see why they're on my blacklist? You're so stereotypical. No one is like this in real life. Boosh! You're two-dimensional. Yeah, right. Soy caught the girl's words and scoffed. Everyone's eyes directed towards Soy. Soy, I pulled at her clothes. What if she's making things worse? This is where Tay works. If we make a fuss here, Tay might be in trouble. But my desperate eyes had no effect on Soy. She just ignored me and went on to say all the things she had to say. "I think you guys should be the ashamed ones. Tay's not yours. Who are you to tell us not to do this and that? Besides, you know that Tay's single. If you guys like him, that means everyone has a chance. And only a person with both talent and effort can make that chance and win. To my eyes, you guys don't seem to have any of those. Don't you guys agree?" "Hey, you! Well, I mean, I guess putting effort won't be enough for you guys, right? Since you need to be born with talent and the willpower to put in effort." She rattled on and pickled them apart. Then she confidently flipped on her full waves. When she was wearing her uniform, we were all wearing uniforms, but Soy did have a different presence. The girl gritted their teeth in frustration. "Hey, you must think you're really pretty." "Oh my, if I just seem really pretty to you guys, you're mistaken. I have tons of other strengths." What the hell? So why don't you guys just use the time to take care of yourselves more so Tay could at least remember your faces? Hey, how dare you? You want a piece of... Oh, don't talk about Tay as if he's something to get. I actually go to the same academy with him so I can be friendly. What about you guys? So I didn't leave room for the other girls to attack back and rattle on. It was then. Oh, that's... I heard Tay's voice from above the stairs. Oh my god, this is embarrassing as fuck. We all froze to see him. Yeah, help. God, we're fucked. The strange girls gasped to see him standing just above them. Tay! How did you hear everything? Let's just go. The girls hesitated for a while and just pushed through Zoe and me and ran down the stairs. Tay stared as they went. Oh, quickly bit her fierceness and looked flustered like a delicate girl. So, what are you doing here? Oh, this. I came to give this to you. He handed a paper bag. It's a cake. Oh, thank you. Zoe seemed to have completely forgot the trouble earlier and looked like a lovely girl in love. She blushed and carefully held the paper bag in her arms. But does things like this happen often? Tay asked with a gloomy face. I felt flustered and answered right away. No, it's not like that. Today was the first time. Alright. It's the first time anyone has come up to us like that, but I think people have been mean these days. Like the time when she tripped in the music room. Hey, I just tripped by myself. Tay frowned a bit. I was startled and immediately cut her words. I didn't want to trouble Tay with something that wasn't even for sure. Anyways, I'm not usually that aggressive. I just got a bit mad earlier. I'm sorry about various things today. I apologize for those girls. Zoe waved her hands at what Tay said. You don't have to apologize. They were the weird ones. Besides, you're popular, so you'll see girls like that a lot from now on. Of course, I'm different from those girls. Zoe struggled to somehow mark her presence on him, but Tay still put on a gloomy face. A lot from now on. Tay mumbled something I couldn't hear. I got ready to leave since I thought I'd trouble him more if I stayed any longer. Then we'll be going. Thanks for the cake. Zoe seemed to realize how Tay was feeling and followed me. Oh yeah, goodbye. Be careful. Tay said with worry. I nodded. But I'm so glad Zoe was with me today. Zoe must have forgotten all the troubles earlier and started humming. Yeah, I should be positive too. Came back home, washed, and wrote in my diary as always. After closing my diary, I felt the day's exhaustion flood over me. I should go to bed. I sat on my chair and stared at my bed. I want to lie down and fall asleep, but I don't think I'll be able to sleep easily with everything that's happened today. All I can think about was Zoe and Tay. Zoe's plea, Tay's feelings. Which one am I supposed to choose? To be honest, the fact that I have to think about this makes me feel guilty for Zoe. For some reason, I feel so irritated. And at the end of all those complicated thoughts, I pictured the two of them intimately standing together. At imagining that, I felt my frustrated heart throbbing. What's wrong with me? I heard a knock. Yeah, come in. Is it Tay? The door opened and Ian came in holding onto a plate. Oh, hey Ian. Master, did I interrupt you? No, it's fine. As I gestured towards him, Ian came running in. I'm glad. Master, here you go. Ian laid down the plate on my desk. Tay told me that you could be tired right now and asked me to make this for you. A steaming cup smelled familiar. This scent is TTT. TTT? What the fuck? Set. Why didn't Tay bring it to me himself? Because he's distancing him from us. Because he thinks we are in danger if he gets close to us. Which is stupid. You know what, Tay? You're hurting us more than any of those girls by staying away. I wish you could hear me. Why didn't... Yeah, I wanted to know, but I didn't bother to ask. Okay, alright. Thanks, Ian. I just did what I was asked. Then, Master, have a good night. Okay. Ian turned around and left the room. Tay asked Ian to, even though I was about to say thanks to Tay, but stopped. If you just back me up, I might be able to become his girlfriend. Why did I say yes when I don't even feel like it? I couldn't help but sigh at the frustration. Thinking about it won't do anything now. I drank set, hoping to fall asleep quickly. It's a bit bitter. I drank this tea all the time, but it tasted a bit bitter today. Is it because Tay didn't make it? I drank the tea to empty my thoughts, but I felt more complicated. Do I end the episode here? Or do I continue? What's it called? When I see what's it called. Broken Heart. Well, that sounds fucking pleasant. Let's do it. Broken Heart, huh? Well, yeah, we are a bit broken-hearted. My god, this is practically new. After I opened the box delivered to my room, I couldn't help but gasp. I wasn't expecting this much since it's used and damaged. I never expected it to be this clean. Even the box was flawless. It's packed so well. I'm so excited that I hurried up and opened it. I opened the box and took off the lid. Whoa. And I saw plump lips and gentle eyes. Tay, who I only saw on screen, was right in front of my eyes. And except for the damaged knee, the doll was in such a good condition it almost seemed new. Tay, I'm your new owner for today. Nice to meet you. I held him up and said hi cheerfully. I felt like his handsome face was staring at me. When I felt like we caught eyes, my heart started to pound and I shook with happiness. Getting to have you. I'm so lucky. Why, honey, are you alright these days? Huh? I was about to head out when with Ian when Yuri asked me. Are you okay with Tay these days? Why are you asking that? Ian looked clueless too and stared at Yuri. He scratched his head to see our reactions. No, just it bothered me the day that Tay went out first today. I heard you guys don't really talk at the academy. Didn't Tay go out early because he had work to do? Ian still looked confused. When I woke up this morning, I only saw the breakfast Tay prepared for me and not him. Yuri caught it. Tay's avoiding us. Let's just go cheat on him with Yuri. We're not even together with Tay, but I feel like I'll cheat if I go with... Anyways, the breakfast prepared for me. I asked the boys and they told me he went out early to do some work. We don't go to school together now, but I hope to talk with him at least in the house. I immediately felt disappointed to hear that he went out first. Doesn't Tay feel upset about not spending a lot of time with me? I felt more downcast when Yuri asked me about what's been constantly troubling me. Yuri noticed my face and hurriedly added, Well, I think I was having useless thoughts. It's nothing. Forget about it. Then go on, I'll see you at the academy, darling. Yeah. Yuri pushed me out of the front door. Yeah, I do hope it's nothing, but... You're going really early today. You woke me up. When did you get up? You woke up and rustled in the room. Sorry for waking you up. What are you up to heading out this early? If I were up to something, I'd never tell you. Why are you so evil? Anyways, I prepared breakfast to tell her to eat when she wakes up. If she doesn't wake up, ask Ian to go get her. If you're that worried, why don't you do it yourself instead of making everyone else do it? I really can't understand you. You hate it so much when I try to approach my darling, but you never actually make a move. That's none of your business. Well, actually, I think it's everyone's business. She's not just your owner, she's our master too. I'm warning you. Whichever it is, you have to choose. You don't want to stop being the prince who's nice to everybody, but you don't want anyone else to touch her, and you don't want her to be in danger. Aren't you being too selfish here? When I'm being generous and giving in like I am now, make your move. I'm never going to understand that twisted mind of his. Being that dark and gloomy was never my area in the first place. Sunshine? You're right, no one is as gloomy as he is. If he's sunshine, then I'm the sun itself. I hope Tay's looking towards us. Tay, I brought cookies. Please take them. Move, this is my seat. The hallways were in front of Tay's classroom packed by girls. And that's all because of Tay. I think it'd be hard to say Tay like this. I'm prepared for everything. I glanced around her determined face and the packed hallway. Why am I suffering like this? Of course it wasn't my choice to come here. Zoe robbed me of my precious recess and pushed me out here. The reason is obvious. Zoe begged me for her to help her somehow get in contact with Tay. She did say she'd be more aggressive from now on. Did she mean she'll be using me? Anyways, I feel like all my hair will fall out from trying to be the bridge between them. There are too many people right now. Let's come back later. We can't just go back now. It'll be the same whenever we come. Now, don't just stand there. Let's go. March forward. So I grabbed my hand and ran towards the crowd. I'm going to die like this. Oh, shit. Let's not push the mirror on the ground. That's 7 years of bad luck. I was right in thinking this was going to be tough. Everyone else was also trying to push with the crowd. I'm going to push the chair a bit forward. By the way, this girl looks so cute. I'd like to be friends with her. So I underestimated these girls too much. I ended up getting stuck in the crowd and pushed around here and there. When I was about to barely find my bench, someone pushed me hard. Ach! Thanks to that, I ended up tripping. I instinctively stretched out my arms, so I didn't end up hurting my face, but my knees hit the ground. Ach! My knees were scratched and I saw drops of blood oozing out. It hurts. The girls around me glimpsed down to look at me. My face heated up even more. Getting stares is more embarrassing than actually falling down. I hurried and stood up to escape the embarrassing situation. Then the door opened and everyone turned quiet. It was Tay who opened the door and came out. Is this déjà vu? Something like this had happened before, but Tay just stared at me and walked to the other side. Oh. It was different from before. I'm not that hurt, but it is bleeding, so it's visible. Though that I had slightly raised my head to watch Tay walk away, but I couldn't even see that because of all of the girls who followed him. I know a lot of people are watching. I know very well that Tay avoided me on purpose because of that. I knew it, but I still felt upset. My heart ached more than my knees. Hey, are you okay? With the waves of girls flooded out, I saw Zoe. Her hair was disheveled from being caught in the mess. Yeah, oh well. You're bleeding, what happened? I just tripped. You should go to the infirmary. Never mind, you shouldn't go there. Zoe frowned, thinking at Mr. Eugene at the infirmary. He must still be a nightmare to her. The way she looked was so cute, I smirked. I haven't felt this good towards Zoe in a long time. I'm glad. It's fine, it doesn't hurt that much right now. Okay, if you say so. Zoe let out a sigh of relief. Zoe can be pretty annoying and irritating sometimes, but she's always stopped being like that. But she always the first one to come running and worrying when something happens. Her honesty and confidence is why I like her so much. That's probably why boys like her too. I suddenly thought of Tay. What would Tay think of her? If he knows this side of her. The class bell rang. Zoe helped me back to the classroom. My knees kept stinging. The scratch didn't seem so serious, but it kept on bleeding. Well, that's kind of annoying. I'm sorry for that. Stop it. Thank you. I thought I might end up with a scar since it kept oozing. But I can't miss class just because of a scratched knee, even if it's Yuri's class. We have invited a special instructor for today. I was trying to take care of my wound, but Yuri's words caught my ears. A special instructor. The instructor will play something beautiful for you all. I wish I could get all of you to go to a concert, but I thought it'd be too troublesome, so I've decided to set up one up for the class today. You won't hear this often, so listen carefully. Mr. Yuri, I like listening to recitals, but when are we ever going to learn theory? Be quiet, and actual experience is more important than theory. But we're going to have the exam soon. You're all foolish animals caught up in wordy values. If this chosen one says that experience is more important, that's the way it is, isn't it, miss? Yes, Mr. Yuri. The girl's eyes turned into hearts when Yuri winked. I think he's just being lazy and replacing the class with a reading ticket. I couldn't help but sigh, knowing Yuri's true intentions. Then come in, you cafe cat. Cafe cat? It's not. Sure enough, the door opened and Sion came in. Come to think of it, Sion said Yuri asked him. I felt so strange to see Sion at the academy. He pulled out a card into the classroom where there was a big harp on. Whoa! Sion wiped the sweat off his forehead. The elegant harp looked great with the antique decorations and banjole, but it shined in the music room too. I couldn't help but gasp at the perfect harmony, but all the other girls seemed to focus on something else. Cafe cat, so cute! Isn't he that waiter at banjole? It's Sion! I'm his fan. How could he come to the academy? Anyways, today's so my day. I'm always surrounded by handsome boys, so I've become pretty insensitive. But Sion was indeed very good looking and fucking adorable. It's natural for the girls to fall for him. Sion and Tay, Mr. Hopper had a great eye for spotting hot boys. Sion set the harp in the center of the room and introduced himself. Hello, I'm Sion and I'll be playing the harp for you all today. Thank you for inviting me. All the girls gasped to see his plus. Gasped. I can't gasp. Gasped. I gasped. I can't talk right now. To see his flushed face. Never mind the introduction. First, what will you be playing today? Yuri treated Sion like a laborer rather than an instructor. He's mad he's no longer the most popular one. Oh, yes, she told me to choose any song I want, so I thought about it a lot. I've chosen a song that will be most comfortable for you guys to hear. Any song? Yuri's definitely looking for a free ride. I heard the boys thinking the same and mumbling, but the girls were busy admiring Yuri and Sion's looks and didn't complain at all. Hey! So I poked me from the side. What? Seeing Sion in the academy, don't you feel something is a bit dangerous? What? Oh, don't you want to dress him up in a uniform or something like that? Or tease him and make him treat you like a senior? Sion is older than us. It has nothing to do with this. Look at his face. How can he be older than us? But he's not just a little boy, though. He reminds me of, a street cat you just want to tease and play around with. It was then. An announcement cut Sori's dangerous fancies and ran out from the speakers. Everyone turned quiet to hear their announcement. This is an announcement. Nana from freshman class N, please come to the infirmary this instant. I repeat, Nana from freshman class N, come to the infirmary this instant. Everyone's eyes turned towards me. The infirmary? What's so urgent he had to call me during class? Well, I don't think it's going to be anything that's really urgent. I couldn't help but tremble to think of Mr. Eugene's sinister face. I said my condolences. You just called for me, right? Did you do something wrong? Think carefully. No? Well, then I guess it's good. Get your knees treated while you're there. Oh, you're right, alright. Sora looked at me with worry. I don't know if she was worried because of Mr. Eugene or because of my knee. I sighed and stood up. Mr. Yuri, I'll go to the infirmary. Alright. Yuri nodded silently and asked me if anything was up. But I was just as clueless and just shrugged my shoulders a bit. I think I bruised my knee as well as scratching it. Every time I take a step, my shadow looks like it's limping. I really hope I can get this treated at the infirmary. I arrived in front of the infirmary in no time. Took a deep breath, knocked open the door. Mr. Eugene, you asked for me? I knocked but didn't get any response. He's not here. I grabbed the doorknob. It's open. I carefully entered the infirmary. Mr. Eugene, are you here? Back! The door suddenly closed. Is someone here? Who? I turned around and saw someone standing in front of the door. It's me. Say, what are you... Sorry, did I scare you? Of course, you scared me. Sorry. Well, what are you doing here? Are you sick or something? When I calmed down my nerves, I felt worried and asked. No. Then, what are you... Did Mr. Eugene call on you too? No. Then, he definitely had class right now. It was strange that he was here. I came because Mr. Eugene called, but Tay wasn't called on and he wasn't sick. I felt confused. Tay saw me like that and smiled. To see you. What? Don't you stand there and sit down. Tay grabbed my wrist and sat me down on the stool. Excuse me. Tay peered at my knee and pressed my scratch a bit. Ow! The scratch stopped bleeding because of the bruise it hurt with the slightest touch. You wiped off the blood. I knew it. Tay took out the band-aids and something. It's going to sting a bit. What? Ow! I felt cold liquid and the stinging sensation crept up my knee. It stings. I frowned a bit. Hold still, you might get a scar if you don't take care of it just right now. Ow. After spraying the something wound, Tay put something and a band-aid on the wound. That's all I can do for now. Sorry. Tay apologized after taking care of my scratch. Why are you apologizing? I hope it doesn't end up scarring. Tay didn't answer my question, and he calmly put back the medicine on the shelf. He must have been bothered from when I got hurt. I felt embarrassed and feeling upset without realizing that. I tried to change the subject. But when is Mr. Eugene coming? I heard an announcement. He's not coming. I was the one who called. I asked the broadcasting staff. Why would you... I found out Mr. Eugene's schedule. He won't be coming back until the 4th today. Tay is always on top of everything. Anyways, I'm glad it was Tay who called for me and not that sinister Mr. Eugene. And I feel a bit excited since I haven't been alone with Tay in a while. Every second felt quite precious. I feel like Tay's been avoiding me too much recently. I understand why he does that at the academy, but why do I feel like he's avoiding me at home too? I hope I'm just misunderstanding him. I look at Tay. He was making the same face he always makes. He looked kind and had a small smile. I can't find a single trace of worry in that face. Am I the only one who's being upset? Is Tay really okay with all of this? Have you been avoiding me recently? I couldn't help but ask him directly. I can barely say hi, let alone ask him, unless we're alone like this. It's just that some girls seem to get jealous to see you with me alone. I explained that before, didn't I? Things just felt a bit more tense lately. You should be careful too. Okay. I knew and understood that, but still, you don't have to avoid me at home. He left early this morning. I feel like he's been avoiding talking to me at home. Tay didn't say anything. He just stared on the scratch on my knee. And he tapped the edge of the band-aid. Will it scar? This. I don't know. Tay's changing the subject again. I was a bit tired and just went along. Tay was still staring at my knee. Come to think of it, Tay had a scar on his knee too. For some reason his eyes seemed dangerous. When I started to think it strange, Tay mumbled in a low voice. The people who hurt you, I can't forgive them. What? You can't get hurt. You're not like me. You're clean. Tay slipped his fingers from the edge of the band-aid and prickled at the center of the scratch. Ow! Tay? He didn't put away his hand. Ow, it hurts, stop! I had to remove his hand myself. Whenever I see you like this, I can't stand it, especially when you're hurt like this. I wanted to do this to you too. Tay? I didn't know what he was talking about. Is he saying he wants to hurt me? Tay clenched his fists. I could see his fists shaking. It drives me mad. The people who hurt you. Even I couldn't do it. Tay lowered his eyes. I didn't know what he was thinking about. It scared me. Tay, you're scaring me. What's wrong? Tay didn't say anything and just let out a sigh, and then he backed away from me. Get out of here while I'm still sane. Get out, please. Tay said while trying to hide his shaking eyes. But no matter how much he turned, he couldn't hide his trembling voice. Are you okay? No. Tay backed away more. The fear I felt from his attitude turned into worry. Tay, look at me. What's wrong? Are you mad? Tay ended up taking both of my hands, standing me up. Tay, we need to talk. Go home early and rest today. Tay left without hearing what I had to say. Tay left and I just stood there in the infirmary staring at nothing. I'm confused. Everything Tay said and did and said, I couldn't understand any of it. I wanted to talk with him more. I feel like we began hiding things from each other from one point. And because of that, a wall of secrets stood between us. What's troubling him? Why is he avoiding me? I didn't have the answers to any of these questions. What have I done? Trying to hurt her. God. There's nothing I can do but distract myself. I should stop myself from being with her. When I can at least control myself. Sorry, Nana. I have to end the episode here. Sorry for the long episode. The tables have turned.